Hey guys, hello and welcome, and in this video I'm looking at the difference between a sealant and a wax because there's quite a bit of confusion surrounding these two products. Also there's some confusion surrounding polishers, so I'm going to go over this in a separate video very soon comparing it to a wax. And this here is coffee. Coffee is essential before you do any job, so now I've got that sorted, onto the sealant and the wax. Now there's no surprise there's quite a bit of confusion over these two products as the manufacturers and both retailers tend to market waxes as sealants a lot of the time and sealants as waxes. And although they have a core similar functionality, there is a distinct difference between the two, and as such they should be treated as two separate products. And depending on what you want to achieve out of the protection on the car, you may want to use one product over the other. Before I explain the differences, I'm going to explain the core similarities between the two products. So what they both do and what they both have in common is, firstly they protect the car's paintwork by performing a protective barrier over the clear coat, and secondly they're also designed to visually enhance the paintwork, so adding depth and gloss to it. However, both products have two different characteristics. One of them is better at protecting the car and the other one's better at visually enhancing the car. So let's start off with the waxes. The waxes are the more traditional of the two. These have been around for decades and decades. And these are available in a few different forms. So first we've got the likes of the spray wax. This is literally like a spray on, wipe off type application. It can typically last up to about 3 months. Then we have the likes of liquid waxes, which are quite similar in application to a spray wax. And then we've got the more traditional paste waxes, which are the oldest ones of them all really, but they are the most protective. And they also probably last the longest. They're just the most difficult to apply. They tend to need to be worked into the car's paint with an applicator pad and then buffed off after it's cured. Typically the protection on a paste wax can last from 3 to 6 months, so they are better protection than spray waxes. However, they're not as good as what the 21st century has to offer, which is a paint sealant. So the paint sealant is 100% synthetic polymers, just totally man-made, no natural elements in them. These typically, depending if they are applied using the right prep, can go from 6 months to a year, and they offer the ultimate in protection when compared to a wax. However, there is a downside of these. Now, these are very easy to apply. Again, it's a spray-on, wipe-off formula, quite similar to a liquid wax or spray wax. But the actual appearance of these is just not as warm or as natural as a wax provides, and that's why people still use waxes, despite the sealants offering much better protection for a very similar price point. So in short, it comes down, if you want protection, use a sealant. If you want the visual enhancement, use a wax. However, these days there are products flooding the market which tend to offer the best of both worlds, such as this Fusion Wax by Auto Finesse, which is a blend of the synthetic polymers and a sealant to provide a protection, and it's also got natural Canuba elements in it to provide the visual enhancement that a traditional wax does. So as a result, this one can last for 6 months onwards. And I can say from experience when applied to the car, it does actually give a nice warm depth. So it really just depends on what you want to use them for. What is worth noting though, you can use two of the products together. So you can use the sealant first, and it's important that you do the sealant first if you're going to do it to provide a protection, and then use a wax on top of it to provide the visual enhancement. Just don't do it the other way around, otherwise you end up with the worst of both worlds rather than the best. And that's pretty much the differences between a sealant and a wax. So if this video is any good to you, click the like button, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, see you soon, take care.